Next year's race for North Carolina's U.S. Senate is taking shape. In the last 2 hours, Republican National Committee Chairman Michael Whatley made it official. He is running for his party's nomination. Carly Ains starts our team coverage of today's announcement in the WRAL Live Center. Carly.
The RNC chair has already received President Donald Trump's endorsement, and today, during his announcement, he largely aligned himself with the president's agenda. Take a listen.
President Trump deserves an ally, and North Carolina deserves a strong conservative voice in the Senate. I will be that voice.
Now, reaction is already coming in following that announcement, including from North Carolina's other senator, Republican Ted Budd. He writes on X, "I'm glad to see the chairman enter the race for U.S. Senate here in North Carolina. Michael knows our state well and will fight for North Carolina families by securing the border, creating economic opportunity, and restoring common sense in Washington." Meanwhile, Democratic candidate, former Governor Roy Cooper, his team posting on social media a statement that says, in part, Michael Whatley is a D.C. insider and big oil lobbyist who supports policies that are ripping health care away from North Carolinians and raising costs for middle-class families. Now, Whatley, of course, is not the only Republican who has entered the race. There are, in fact, two others right now, and WRAL's Paul Spey has been looking into that. Paul, you talked to them. What did they say to you?
That's right. Whatley's not the only Republican in the U.S. Senate race. There are two other men who have run for office before. One is Don Brown. He's an attorney from Waxhaw. The other is Andy Nilson, a high school football coach in Winston-Salem. Now, Whatley enters the race as the front runner for the party's nomination. He's known as a pretty good fundraiser, and more importantly, is endorsed by President Trump. So I asked Brown and Nilson today, what does Whatley's news mean for you? They both said the same thing. They are staying in the race because they still think they can win. Don Brown said Whatley may have a problem relating to everyday North Carolinians.
I'm not sure that Whatley's going to have the ability to connect with the grassroots. He is viewed as established. I mean, how much more established can you get than head of the RNC, man? That's about as establishment as it gets.
Andy Nilson also thinks he can win voters who are skeptical of the Republican establishment. So I asked Nilson, what makes you think you can beat Michael Whatley and Don Brown? Here's what he said.
It's really going to come down to who's got their thumb on the pulse of the people of North Carolina the best. I don't think three lawyers versus a coach. I think it's going to be pretty clear for voters.
WRAL Capitol Bureau Chief Laura Leslie is in Gastonia with Whatley. Coming up at 6, she'll talk about how he plans to win the Republican primary.
All right, it'll be an interesting race. Monday morning, former Governor Roy Cooper announced he would enter the race on the Democratic side of the ticket. Our NC Capitol team has a full assessment of Whatley, Cooper, and the other candidates running against them. Find their complete coverage on WRAL.com or the WRAL News app.